I have some sad news to share when it comes to my horse riding journey. I did make like a short, but just in case you don't see them, I thought I would sort of do like a big video on it. So, if you watched my first YouTube video on this, you would know that I had just found a loan and I was trying it out. And um, I don't know, had I ridden at that point? I think so. I think so. And I think at that point, like I was a little bit unsure on what was going to happen and all of that. And I was very nervous and a lot happened. Anyways, so I'll start from the start. So I had this loan horse and I think it was like 3 weeks. I had went and all was going really, really well. And then we had an issue with my son's health condition. So he has a health condition where sometimes it means we need to spend time in the hospital or things he needs to be treated at home for it, all of that. And basically it meant that on the times where I needed to go for this loan horse, I just wasn't going to be able to make it. So there was like a few hours through the day where I would go and I would join in on the hack with them. And yeah, but I needed to be at the hospital in that moment, and it's going to happen for the next few weeks. And I unfortunately had to make the decision that I would have to stop loaning that horse, which is I'm really, really sad about, because it really helped more than anything with my confidence. That loan horse, that short period of time really helped with my confidence with horse riding. So the first day that I sat on and we went on this most amazing hack, and it was the most terrifying thing I had ever done. Like, it was really, really scary. We were just galloping through the woods, never done that before. It's a little thing about me, it's took me 3 years in order to have any confidence when it comes to cantering a horse. In doing that, changed my full mindset of cantering a horse. Rather than being terrified, I actually now find it so exciting, and I'm able to like look at the fun side of it rather than the scary side of it. So for that, I am so thankful that I was able to ride that horse. And it was a good laugh. The people there were amazing. It just was unfortunate that I just wasn't going to be able to make the times. It was also that little bit too far to start off with, which I knew. But I wanted to sort of see if it was something that I could just make work, because it was just going to be riding. I wasn't going to have to muck out, or I would help when I was there, but then that was it. I wasn't going to have to go there morning and night to make sure the horse was all right. And it seemed as if I could maybe make it work. But unfortunately, I just don't think it would. Like, too many things just were saying, right, okay, this isn't the right path. You've learned what you've needed to learn from this. Now it's time to move on from that and trust the next phase of this is going to come in, which is sort of where I'm at now. And I guess that's something I just sort of wanted to have a little talk about, because it's so frustrating in these moments, because it's like, I really thought this was it. I really thought I found a horse that I was going to be able to spend however long into the future with and really grow with, and this was going to be it and all of that. But sometimes these things are meant to happen the way that they're meant to happen, and no matter what you do, you need to trust your gut. You need to trust the life that is coming to you, and trust the plan, and that there is a plan, that you aren't going to know about it until it's happening. Trust it. And if you look back on your riding journey, like, I don't know how long you've been riding, a month, years, I don't know, but I can guarantee when you felt away, you felt as if like, why isn't this happening for me? Or why does this keep happening to me? Why is the horses acting this way to me? If you then look at then and look at now, you will sort of see why. You can look at the bigger picture and see why these things happened, and have a bit of an appreciation, because things always happen for a reason. And it's something that I struggle with sometimes, but it's something I really want to try and put forward, and really know that like things are meant to happen the way that they happen. And because of that horse, I am able to go into my lessons now, and if I'm on I'm sitting on thoroughbreds, which I didn't even know I would ever do ever again, and I'm cantering them, and I'm absolutely over the moon, ecstatic, having so much fun. So yes, it's unfortunate, and we can look at the sad bit and be like, right, okay, well, I'm not riding horses no more, and I just want to ride a horse, I just want to own a horse, all of this. But right now is not that moment. Right now is not the time when we need to be doing that, and that's absolutely okay. But if you are going through a hard time, and it doesn't even have to be like owning or loaning or anything, it could be anything. If you are having issues health-wise, maybe with your horse or yourself, just know that there is a bigger plan out there. This could be preparing you for something better. And it might seem really harsh to say that right now, because you'd be like, how on earth can this be happening for something better? You don't know until that better thing comes along. So, and we can't sit and dwell on everything that we don't have, because we would end up really miserable, wouldn't we? And it just wouldn't, life just wouldn't be worth it. And something that can really frustrate me a little bit when you share your horse riding journey, especially online, is you do get a lot of that negativity and negative talk with each other, where it's like, well, you'll not want to own horses in the winter because you're going to have to deal with the cold and the ice and the mud. I know. And rather than looking at that side of it, why don't we look at the side that, but yes, you get this wonderful companion and you get to be in nature. There's always bad things that we can look into when it comes to stuff like this, but there's also good things. And in order to keep your sanity, we need to be looking at the good things and finding the good in stuff, because it would honestly, it'll ruin you if you don't. So maybe I'll leave this here. I'm excited to see what the next phase in my journey is. Like, what is the reason for this happening right now? Because every time I've got a loan within the past year, this has happened. And what is the world trying to tell me? I don't know. But yes, I'm planning on doing like a 2026 goals video. Is that something that you would be interested in? Like, what is my equestrian goals? What is my horse riding goals? Unrealistic, which I hate to put out there, and something that is like realistic. Like, what would I like to achieve next year, by this time next year? That would be a good video. And then maybe this time next year I can look at that video, compare and see if I actually managed to achieve anything. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, this is the first video you've clicked on, I'd love it for you to subscribe, because this is like a new channel and I'd love to build a nice caring community here. So yeah, subscribe, leave me any video ideas that maybe you have, and hopefully one day I will be showing you my own personal horse. Wouldn't that be cool? But yeah, thanks guys, and I will see you in the next one.